Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 17 franchise mode with your Columbus Blue Jackets. We start year 4 after another second round loss in the playoffs last year. We've made the playoffs each year that we've been at the helm of the Blue Jackets, and we've made the second round twice in 3 years. However, this year we need to step it up. We need to win the Stanley Cup this year. I mean, the 4th season, we need to get it done, lads. Like, we can't have this anymore. But before we get into any games, let us look at our 2019-2020 Columbus Blue Jackets team. Let's take a look, shall we, folks? So, first line, we have Brandon Saad, Nathan MacKinnon, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Second line, newly acquired Nick Ritchie, Brandon Dubinsky, and Nick Foligno. Third line, Sonny Milano, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Jake Virtanen. And fourth line, Paul Bittner, Alexander Wenberg, and Victor Arvidsson. Defensively, David Savard, Seth Jones, Ryan Murray, Jacob Trouba, Zach Werenski, and Dylan Hetherington. And goaltending, of course, Joonas Korpisalo and Elvis Merzlikins. Now, that's all out of the way. Let's quickly do a team meeting, because I saw that we needed to do one of them. We'll do the team meeting, and then off we shall play. You know how this goes, guys. First 10 games of the season, period-by-period simulation. We'll see what happens. So, demanding response, that usually resonates well with players. And here we go. We start our season with a home game against the Edmonton Oilers. Let's do this, lads. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for Columbus's destruction of the league. McDavid against McKinnon for the opening face-off. First period. It's 1-0 to the Edmonton Oilers. Patrick Maroon scores less than 2 minutes in on Korpisalo. 13 shots to 10 in favour of the Oilers. Second period. Okay, it's a 2-2 game. Virtanen and Ritchie. Ritchie with his first goal of the season. And Virtanen with his first goal of the season. And Lucic scores on Korpisalo less than 2 minutes into the second period. We'll go times-a simulation for this first game of the season. See if Columbus can come back and win this game. Come on, Columbus. I believe in you, boys. Come on, Blue Jackets. You haven't had a shot in about 5 minutes. There you go. Come on, Columbus. We need some more shots than that. Come on, Columbus. If we're going to win this game, we have to keep getting shots on net. Come on, Columbus. Less than 5 minutes left of the game. And we go to overtime. Okay. First game of the season, we've guaranteed ourselves a point. Not a bad start. Overtime. Nothing happening. Come on, Columbus. Clutch this one. And shootout. Yes! Brandon Saad and Nathan MacKinnon score on Scott Darling. There you go. We were 2-0 down in that game, and we managed to nab a shootout win from under the Edmonton Oilers' hands. Perfect. Scott Harrington has accepted our contract offer. Perfect. I believe it's because we tendered him as an RFA, but didn't actually offer him a distinct contract. Second game of the season against the Nashville Predators. Another home game for us. Let's get straight into it, folks. McKinnon against Johansson for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Craig Smith scores and Sonny Milano gets his first goal of the season on Merzlikins. 9 shots to 7 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-1 lead for the Nashville Predators. Kamenev and Wilson score. 23 shots to 15 in favour of the Predators. I'm going to risk it with the third period. Oh, we managed to get another one, but Salomaki and Malone score for them. But Bittner gets his first goal of the season against the Nashville Predators on Merzlikins. So a 5-2 loss there. And Jacob Trouba's been injured. Great. Wow, we've only played 2 games of the season and Jacob Trouba's already injured. Game 3 against the 0-1-0 Toronto Maple Leafs. Wenberg against Matthews for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, Brandon Saad scores on Frederik Andersen. They've doubled us up on shots though, 16-8 in favour of the Air Canada Centre, Toronto Maple Leafs. Second period. Okay, there you go. Zach Werenski scores 25 shots to 18 in favour of the Maple Leafs. And third period. Oh, they pull it to an overtime. Seth Griffith and Austin Matthews score on Merzlikins. 37 shots to 30 in favour of the Maple Leafs. We've guaranteed ourselves a point. However, we did have a 2-0 lead in this game. Overtime. Oh, nothing happening. Come on, let's get another shootout win. Shootout. Yes, Brandon Saad on the shootout. Nice. We're undefeated in overtime or shootout games so far this season. Nice. We're going 2-1-0 to start the year. Not too bad at all. Cleveland players injured. Not really a problem. Wow, we're going against an Arizona team that has not won a game so far this season. I think we can keep that up if you ask me. Dubois against Hansel for the opening face-off. Hansel, you're not actually part of this team anymore. Hashtag traded to Minnesota, am I right? Ha Anyway, first period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Domi and Sard skill. I want to say score, and I mixed up score with Hill, so it became skill. Okay, 10 shots apiece for either team. Second period. Okay, it's a 2-1 lead. Bittner scores on Hill. 20 shots to 19 in favour of the Coyotes. Now, this is quite a risky thing that I'm going to do, but I'm going to risk it because we've got a 1-goal lead. Third period. There you go. I was about to say I shouldn't have risked it. Well, they have a Vander Kane on Arizona now, but Jones and Savard, both of our top pair defensemen, pick up goals in that game to make it a 4-2 win for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Arizona Coyotes still have not won a game this season. The Columbus Blue Jackets playing very well in their first 5 games of the season. Well, we've got one more game until the first 5 are done. We could go 4-1-0 in our first 5. The only thing standing in our way is the Chicago Blackhawks, who are going 2-1-0. Let's get straight into this. Here we go, lads. Wow, Pittsburgh undefeated. Jonathan Toews against Dubois for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 2-1 game. Jones and Victor Arvidsson score on Michael Neuwirth, while Skinner scores on Korpisalo. Wow, 10 more shots than they do in the first period. Second period. Okay, it's a 3-1 lead. Seth Jones, is that his second goal of the game? Yes, it is. Wow. Seth Jones, 3 goals in 2 games. And third period. There you go, 4-2 game. Oliver Bjorkstrand, I believe, his first goal of the season, and the Breadman Panarin. However, it's a 4-2 win for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Nice. So a 4-1-0 start in our first 5 games of the season. If we double that, it'll be 8-2-0 to start the year. Let's hope it does go roughly that, or 9-1-0. I don't mind either. We'll scout forwards in Russia for 2 weeks, because why not? It's a bit of fun, isn't it, really? Okay, so, Jacob Trouba's back. Perfect. So, we are third in our division. Nice, not too bad at all. A 2-2-0 Tampa Bay Lightning team are visiting the Columbus Blue Jackets arena. Dubinsky against Richard for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead. Dubois on Ben Bishop. Yeah, but Ben Bishop, you're not actually part of that team anymore. You're with the Kings now. Anyway, 9 shots apiece for either team. Second period. Okay, Steven Stamkos scores on Korpisalo. 20 shots to 18 in favour of the Blue Jackets. We'll go times 8 simulation here. Why not? See if the Blue Jackets can get it going. Come on, Blue Jackets. You're getting a lot of shots on net. Come on, Blue Jackets. Let's score a goal. Please don't let Tampa Bay score. Please don't make me jinx myself. Come on, Columbus. You've got this, boys. I believe in you, Columbus. Come on, lads. And we don't. So we go to overtime. Another 1-point game for us, at least. Overtime. Oh. Now, we've been very good in shootouts so far this year. I'm hopeful that it can stay that way. Shootout. Ah, Alexander Killorn scores on Korpisalo. We get a point from that game. That's not too bad at all. We are currently going 4-1-1 to start the season. Oh, we're against an undefeated Pittsburgh Penguins team. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be interesting. Oh, no, they have finally lost a game. Now, let's make sure they lose their first in regulation. Here we go. Game number 7 of the season. Let's do this. Malkin against Bjorkstrand for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 3-0 lead. There you go. Bittner, McKinnon and Sard on Jarry. 15 shots to 9 in favour of the Blue Jackets. Second period. Okay, it's a 4-0 lead. Dubinsky on Matt Murray. 21 shots to 19. And third period. There you go. 6-0 win. Ritchie with his first goal. Oh, no, that's his second goal of the season, isn't it? And McKinnon. Nice job, lads. A 6-0 win against the top team in our division. Well, they're not the top team anymore, are they? Ah, Trouba's injured again. That's a bit of a pain in the arse. But we're going 5-1-1 to start the year. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. They're going 2-5-0. So game 8 of the season. Going 5-1-1 so far this year. Brilliant. Kokalachev against McKinnon for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead. Justin Falk scores on Korpisalo, doubling us up on shots 12-6. Second period. It's a 3-0 lead. Pesci or Pesh and Teravainen score on Korpisalo. 21 shots to 17 in favour of the Blue Jackets, though. And third period. There you go. 5-0 shutout. Hinostrosa, the ex-Columbus Blue Jackets, scores. And Victor Rask scores on Korpisalo. So after a 6-0 shutout against the Pittsburgh Penguins in favour of us, we get shut out 5-0. You know, it had to happen at some point. I'd rather it happen a big blowout game in one game than several blowout games in one game. My voice decided to fuck itself up right there, didn't it? Another game against the Edmonton Oilers. Game number 9 of the season. Oh, this draft is going to be very good for rookies. Good to know. Why isn't the game doing stuff? Hang on a minute. Right, okay. It's going a bit slow now, I think. Game against the Oilers. Game number 9 of the season. Here we go, boys. Here we go. So, Dubinsky against Draisaitl for the opening face-off. First period. It's a 1-1 game. Virtanen scores and Letestu scores. 12 shots to 11 in favour of the Oilers. Second period. Brilliant. Dubois and Virtanen with another goal on Scott Darling. 24 shots to 22 in favour of the Blue Jackets. And wait, hang on a minute. Virtanen scored from our side of the red line. What the hell? That's brilliant. Wow. Third period. And there you go. A 4-1 win. Over Bjorkstrand scores on Darling. There you go. A 4-1 win for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And we must be still very much fighting for first place in the division early on in this season. Nice job. Where have all the pictures gone? Anaheim's not there and all the pictures here have disappeared. Where have they all gone? Hey, pictures. Oh, there you are. Oh, gosh. So I'm tied second place in the division so far. The exact same record as the Penguins. And we have at least a 5-point lead on 4th place Rangers and Islanders and Devils. Nice. So, Nick Ritchie's return to the Anaheim Ducks. This time as a member of the opposing team. The Ducks going 3-2-3 so far this season. McKinnon against Raquel for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, no score. 11 shots to 5 in favour of the Ducks. Second period. Okay, it's a 1-0 lead for them. Theodore and Merzlinkins. We'll go times 8 simulation. I believe it is our 10th game of the season. We can afford to have a little look like that. But the Columbus Blue Jackets aren't really playing very well in this period. Wow. Okay, now Columbus is starting to pick it up. Well done, lads. Come on. Just squeak in a goal, Columbus. Get one goal, Columbus. You can do it, Columbus. You can score a goal if you really try. No, you can't. No, you can't. Okay. And just like that, I believe that is our 10th game of the season, if I remember correctly. And that means we are going 6-3-1 to start our season. So now we're going to go simulate the next 10 games of the season. And we'll see where we're at. And if we're playing all right, we'll go right to halfway through the season. So, first 10 games of the season there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So up to a home game against the Flyers. Good to know. So we start with an away game against the Arizona Coyotes. Can we get back on that winning path? That would be tremendous. Away against the Arizona Coyotes, who are going 4-7-0. We lose 4-0. Okay, so we've been shut out in 2 straight games. Not very happy with that, if I'm honest. But what can you do? Let's scout defensemen in La Liga for 2 weeks. A home game against the Vancouver Canucks. Let's try not to go 500 hockey, please, lads. Good, a 2-1 win. A home game against the Winnipeg Jets. Zach Werenski's been injured. That's a bit of a pain in the arse. Nikita Nikitin. No, I'm alright, thanks. Against Winnipeg, we win 4-1. Good. 2 goals allowed in the last 2 games. Perfect. A home game against Detroit. We win in overtime. Good. So, 4 goals allowed in the last 3 games. Zach Werenski is back from injury. That's tremendous. An away game against the New Jersey Devils. How are we going to do here, lads? How are we going to do? 2-0 win. Good. Shut them out. An away game against Pittsburgh. We're playing better than us. We lose 3-0. Okay, so we shut a team out, then we get shut out. Then we get a shootout loss against the Habs. We're going, I can't remember, is it what, 10-5-2 or something? We'll scout forwards in the queue. Yeah, 10-5-2 so far. Home and home against the Capitals. The first stretch, we win in a shootout. In the second stretch of the home and home, we have Pierre-Luc Dubois get injured. We win 3-0. Nice. 2 wins against the Capitals. An away game against the Winnipeg Jets. And we win 5-3. 13-5-2 to start this season for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Not too bad at all. We are second in our division. 1 point behind first place Pittsburgh. We've only got 2 points space from the Washington Capitals. So we've got Pierre-Luc Dubois currently injured. Lyndon Vey has taken his place. We'll actually have Lyndon Vey play third line time. Oh, McKinnon's got up to a 91. Whoa! 20 assists for Nathan McKinnon in the first 20 games of the season. So 22 points for McKinnon. We've got 13 points for Saad. We've got 16 points for Bjorkstrand. We've got 10 points for Virtanen. 8 points for Dubinsky. 8 points for Richie. Milano's gone up. He's got 8 points. Wenberg's got 3 points. Foligno has 8 points. Arvidsson has 5 points. Lyndon Vey doesn't have any points. And Bittner has 3 points. Interesting. Savard has 8 points. Jones at a 91 has 11 points. Ryan Murray at an 87 has 7 points. Truba has 2 points. Werenski at an 84 has 3 points. And Hetherington has no points. Then Korpisalo, if we take a look at your stats, you've won 11 of 17 games with 3 shutouts. Not too bad there, Korpisalo. So I'm very happy to just simulate halfway through the season. Hopefully we'll keep up the pace that we're currently going. Hopefully we won't go on any massive losing streaks. Please say I haven't jinxed myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we go up to a home game against New Jersey Devils. First we start with a home game against the Flyers. How are we going to do here, lads? A 3-1 win. Perfect. Oh, and Dubois back from injury. Even better. Marvellous job, lads. We have another away game against top place Pittsburgh. 15-5-1 they're currently going. And we lose 1-0. Great. Lyndon Vey's been injured. Not a problem. Against St. Louis. A home game. A 4-3 win. Nice job. Another home game, but this time against the Ottawa Senators. December 1st, that's with all the restricted free agents. Not quite sure how we played against Ottawa. It will tell us after we've played Boston at home. We lost against Boston 5-2. We're going 16-7-2 so far this season. Pretty decent record in my opinion. Away against Tampa Bay. Oh, Lyndon Vey is back from injury. Away against Tampa Bay. 2-1 loss. Okay, I did say let's not go on a massive losing streak here, lads. Can we remember that? Oh, Brandon Saad's been injured. Not very helpful. Against Buffalo, a 3-2 shootout win. Nice. We take a win there. Home against the LA Kings. An overtime loss. We take a point there. Home against the Florida Panthers. We lose in overtime. We get another point. Brandon Saad is back from injury. Marvellous. A home game against the Anaheim Ducks. And we lose 3-2. Okay. Away against Detroit. We lose. Okay, I'm not very happy with this right now, lads. Getting too many losses here, folks. We'll scout forwards in the US for 3 weeks. So we're going 17-10-5. 17-10-4. So we're kind of dropped in the standings a little bit. We're only 2 points. We're 3 points behind first place. 2 points behind second. So that's not the problem. The problem is that we're not actually winning any games anymore. That's kind of a problem. Lyndon Vey's playing. Wenberg wants to play. Right, so Wenberg, you get to play. We'll swap Foligno and Virtanen round. Milano is playing relatively well. Richie, how are you playing? They've only got 4 goals this season. Savard, Jones, Murray, Truba, Werenski, Harrington. Yes. Merzlinkins, he's won half of his games this season. You've won just over half of your games. I'd like it if we could win more than half of our games this season, if I'm honest. So we're going to scratch Lyndon Vey. Scratch Lyndon Vey. Right, so another 10 games left before we stop the episode there. We really need to pick up the pace a little bit. We need to start getting some wins. We've got loads of divisional games here. We need to win these. Home against Washington. We win 3-2. Good. Great start. Away against the New York Rangers. Could we squeak a win out here, please? Brandon Saad's been injured again. He's back at New Year. Brilliant. A 4-1 win. And then a 5-1 win against Philadelphia. Good. Some brilliant divisional game wins there. Away against the Flyers. So the second part of the home and home. And we lose 3-1. Home against the Islanders. We win 4-0. So 4 out of 5 of those divisional games we won. That's perfect. Well, not perfect, but that's brilliant. Home game against the Maple Leafs before we take a bye week or something by the looks of it. Brandon Saad's back. Perfect. 4-2 loss against the Maple Leafs. We're going 21-12-4. That's not too bad at all. Broadhurst has been injured, but he is a AHL guy. He looks like he might be able to play as a fringe NHL player next season. Or he'll be able to come up if we have any injuries, because he's about an 81-82. Home game against Buffalo. Can we get back on that winning path, please, lads? Oh, scouting assignment. Let's scout in the O. Have we done the O? I don't think we have done the O yet. We'll do forwards for a month in the O. Against Buffalo, 4-2 loss. Okay, can we get some more wins here, lads? An away game against the Devils. Oh, Broadhurst is back from injury. That's nice for him. A 1-0 loss against the Devils. A 5-1 win against the Bruins. Good, getting back on that winning path. Away against the Ottawa Senators. We win 5-1. So 2 straight wins. 10 goals to 2 in the last 2 games. So 23-14-4. so far this season. We are only 2 points behind first place. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. We're having a pretty decent season here so far. All we need to do is go on a massive winning streak, and then after that play about 500, and we'll pretty much have what we need in order to stay up and win. So, I'm going to end that episode here. Next episode, we will be looking at the trade deadline. Is there any moves we need to make? Currently, I'm not really thinking so, but we might need to take a look at who's available and make some moves. But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.